So, you want to know some tips to get those bottoms on that sneaker app, huh? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kiss Her Kicks, back with another flick. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome! And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because it's only gonna get lit. Hey, up in this bit. And today, guys, I've been getting a lot of questions about how do you get this shoe? How do you get that shoe? How do you get success on the Snkrs app? And I'm going to share some of my tips or some of the research that I've done to get a successful cop on that app. Now, I know we deal with these bots. Bots are killing the game, but one thing the bots do not have too much control over is the Snkrs app. Now, it's easy for you to pretty much get some L's on like sites like Foot Locker, Foot Action, all of those sites like that, but they haven't really had too much success on the Snkrs apps. So that gives you some type of like faith in this. I know it's hard, especially for those that are trying to start their collection up, and who doesn't want to buy sneakers at a retail price? But you know, a lot of people make this as a living, and that's what we're up against. So I'm just going to share some tips with you based on the research that I've done and the things that I've tried, the methods that I've tried that have worked, some have not, and some honestly is just luck, really. Damn, that light is bright. So Nike normally does 3 different types of draws when it comes to releasing shoes on sneakers. The first one is a flow draw, which is basically first come, first serve. Nike doesn't really do too much of these unless they're doing restocks. They normally give you a chance to kind of put your information in and get in line per se. The second draw would be considered a Leo, and a Leo is kind of like a flow draw, which is that first come, first serve draw, except for you basically sign up to try to get the shoe, and then Nike kind of like picks people out of the line to get that shoe. So that's a little bit easier, and that's one that they really use a lot on, like, you know, the basic releases. Now, the third one is actually called a Dan draw, and a Dan draw is basically where Nike Snkrs app opens up a raffle, and I think you get anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes, 10 to 30 minutes, something like that, to enter into the raffle, and then they just basically pick anybody from the line. So those are on like really limited quick strike items, which is considered QS. There's a lot of different sneaker terminologies or terms that are used when you kind of get deep into the game. So yes, you have those 3 different types of draws: the flows, the Leo draw, and the Dan draw, and you always kind of want to get that Leo draw. I'm doing this video because I know I'm getting a lot of people that are asking me so many questions, and we do have some pretty big cops that are coming up between the next 2 weeks. That first one being the Nike Dunk Lows Brazil. Those are really popular right now. Retail for those is going to be $100. They come out this Thursday, the 21st. I don't knock anybody, whether you're in a reselling game or whether you want to collect shoes for yourself. If you want to resell this shoe, you know, Dunks are really making a comeback, and these will probably resell for about $300 plus. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. And, you know, if you want to collect it for yourself, just to have it, there's a bunch of raffles going on right now. What you want to do is, if you're on your phone or on your computer and you know that a release is coming up that you really want to try to get, go on Google and search for speed test, and that basically runs or tests the speed of your phone's connection on either, you know, your LTE service or your Wi-Fi. You can do both, and you just want to take a look at those and make sure that your internet capabilities or your data services are running efficiently, because that'll help. The next thing that you want to make sure that you're doing when it comes time for you to try to buy a shoe on Snkrs app is you want to make sure that all of your apps are closed out. Make sure they're all closed out except for that Snkrs app. You want to make sure that you have the fastest data, and you don't want to have a whole bunch of things running, because you know, of course, that slows down your phone and you're basically racing against time. So make sure that's all good and ready to go as well. The next thing I would really advise you to do is to definitely make sure that you put your phone on Do Not Disturb. You'd be surprised how many people will call you. Actually, you should know, people always call you at the wrong minute, and the last thing you want is for that clock to hit 10 o'clock and your mom, dad, anybody is calling you and messing up your chances on getting the shoes. So make sure that your phone is on Do Not Disturb so you don't have any interruptions, and you increase the chances of you getting that shoe. Speaking of moms, dads, or whatever, I would advise for you to make, you know, several Nike accounts if you can. And when it comes time for a shoe to come out, give those accounts out to your close family members or somebody that you trust, because at the end of the day, you'll have your card information on that account, and you know, you just can't be giving that type of information out to anyone. So, you know, the day of that release, the day before that release, something like that, give those accounts to different family members, you know, have them download the app for you, be logged in and ready to go when 10 o'clock comes. And something nice to do was, you know, slide them some money because they didn't have to do it, but they're doing you a favor. So definitely, if you can, get your hands on multiple accounts, because it's like lottery. If it's a lottery, you buy 5 tickets, your chances of winning are better than someone that just buys 1 ticket. So always keep that in mind for sure. The next thing, which is very important, on the Snkrs app, you need to make sure that your information is good and ready to go. Address, what card you want to use. The shipping is a big thing. Make sure that you always select for the 2-day shipping. Make sure your shipping is good, and I would suggest for you to either choose Apple Pay or choose PayPal. It makes for, again, you're in line. People are getting chosen. The quicker you have that stuff together, it increases your chances. So that's something big. The last thing you want is to be pulling out your card, trying to put it in real quick when it's a whole thousands of people trying to get X amount of shoes. So, you know, work smarter, not harder when it comes to this, for sure. I would also advise, if you're trying to get into the sneaker game, start a group chat with your friends. Start a group chat with your friends that are interested in getting these sneakers. Even if they aren't, you know, it doesn't hurt to ask. It doesn't hurt to ask your friends to help you enter into raffles, you know, pass info along, network. I probably talk about shoes at this point all day, every day, and I'm trying to sit here and balance my full-time job. And this is starting to feel like a job, but it's something that I really enjoy and love to do. You just really have to research, guys. Like, you can find so much if you're, one, following the right sites. So I'll actually drop a few of those. I'm always on my phone a lot. Like, people always complain, but it's because I'm always trying to research. I always like to be in the know about what's coming up, you know, what's going on. I understand why resellers basically do this full time, because I'm at the point now where I'm trying to really learn more about the sneaker game to get my way in there, you know, be able to cop what I want to cop at a retail price. At this point, I have a Discord that I'm following, that I pay for, and the amount of information that comes through there all the time, all day, like, it's crazy. So I'm able to help others. So I know there's a lot of people that's trying to get into the game, and it can be a little discouraging when you're going against bots, but if it's something that you really enjoy to do, you have a passion for it, don't let no bots stop you. Just step your game up. Get you a team. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm definitely trying to get my team together, and I know that they love sneakers just as much as I do, and if it's a shoe that I don't want, but I know they want, of course I'm going to try, and I know that they will do the same for me. Not fun if your team's not eating, you know. So yeah. Guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like I always say, we are almost at 250 subscribers. And when I hit that 250 subscribers, I am going to be giving away a brand new pair of shoes. So thank you so much for showing me so much love. I appreciate it. Stay tuned, because it's only going to get lit. Hey, up in this bed. Peace.